Even before the sun has set on County Wexford, an eerie darkness settles over the Hook Peninsula in Ireland's southeast. And here stands a bleak and exposed landmark on the headland, this 14th century, now abandoned mansion, Loftus Hall.
Trev, I'm really not sure about this place. It looks so creepy. I know everywhere we've been in Ireland, there's been ghost stories, but I'm not sure on this one.
This is Loftus Hall. It is the most haunted place in all of Ireland. So we've got to check this out because if you're going to get scared, the best place to get scared is right here in Ireland.
Do we have to?
Katie, come on!
What's the light flickering? Oh.
Since its construction during the time of the plague, Loftus Hall has had a dark and brooding history. To get to the bottom of it, we've teamed up with Tina and Tim from Irish Ghost Hunters, who know the manor inside out and the story of its reputed residents, of the ghostly kind. To get a bit of background on the story of Loftus Hall, it was time to sit down for a game of cards.
Many years ago, there was a big storm, the Hook Peninsula. A stranger got shipwrecked, ended up knocking on the door of Loftus Hall. The daughter had fallen for this dark stranger, and one night they were having a card game in this room. A card fell on the floor, bent down to pick up the card, and she noticed that he had hoofed feet. And in temper, he burst into a flame, went up through the roof. The story is that the roof, they have tried to fix it many times, and that the hole keeps coming through.
Loftus Hall has had several reincarnations since then. In 1917, it was bought by the Sisters of Providence, but turned into a convent and a school for young girls. But it was sold after two nuns mysteriously died on the stairs up where a cross remains etched in the floor today. As we make our way to the top level, a growing sense of uneasiness sets in, and it's hard to resist the urge to leave these icy corridors far behind.
Oh, I always feel so weird when I actually come into this room, guys. You know that?
It's kind of creepy, isn't it?
It has a really creepy feel to it.
And it's colder. How do you feel that there's a temperature difference in here?
It's a huge temperature difference between outside and in here.
Yeah. So tell us the story about this room.
Well, I feel that this room is connected to Kitty and Michael.
Now, that was the couple that owned this place. They took ownership to turn it into a hotel. They operated it for a while, but then he died.
Yes, apparently it was around the 1980s, as far as I know. And he died, unfortunately passed away. She continued to run it the best she could. And then one day, she's gone. She actually decided to leave the country. When someone spoke to her afterwards, apparently the story was that the house had told her to get out.
She didn't say anything else?
Nothing else whatsoever. She got terrified one night, so much so she left everything.
Tim, what experiment are we going to run in this room?
We have the K2 meter. It's actually an electromagnetic field meter, and this will pick up electromagnetic fields around the area of the actual meter itself. Yeah, now, there's no reason for that to go off like that.
Wow.
That's pretty strange, to be honest with you. See that? It's strange, isn't it?
From that unexpected reading from the K2 meter, Katie wanted to leave pretty quickly, which led us to our main experiment.
Tina, what happened here?
Okay, so this is the room of Anne Tottenham. So the story has it that she had a relationship with the dark stranger. She got pregnant and her family were disgraced. So they locked her up in this room. She went insane, unfortunately, and she had a baby. The story has it they killed the baby and they hid the body of the baby in the wall. In the 1800s, they redone the house. It had a big revamp, and they did find the remains of a baby in the wall.
Inside of the wall?
In this room.
And so we're going to try out the spirit box in here?
We're going to try, and we're going to see if maybe we can make a connection to Anne Tottenham. It's going to scan between AM and FM. It goes very quick, and they say that spirits can manipulate what comes through on the radio. If Anne is here, can you please say yes?
What was that? What was that?
That was the voice.
Are you afraid of us?
Katie, this really does have a bit of a freaky feel to it, this place, doesn't it? I have to admit, one of the things I do love is this magnificent staircase. This is the same design as the one on the Titanic. Of course, it's not underwater.
Do you know that for 10 years, though, this staircase was actually exposed to the elements, but the nuns, when they were here, looked after it so beautifully that you can hardly tell. But when it was a monastery, one of the nuns actually fell down these stairs and died somewhere here.
The nuns were so scared, they actually packed up and left. It was another one of those attempts to sort of live in this house that failed. It's a really freaky place. And here's the exciting thing. If you want to have this experience for yourself, you can. The Ghostbusters will take you through this place as part of the tour of Loftus Hall. You've got to make sure you check it out.